The Division 1 wasn't exactly the worst game out there, but it definitely didn't have a long lifespan. It dried up pretty quickly with all the good stuff locked behind paid DLC long after the game was actually had its moment. But now with Rainbow Six Siege under Ubisoft's belt, which is a game that has stayed alive well past its due date, the Division 2 really should be great. According to Ubisoft, they have listened to what fans really want, and are going to try and add some more endgame stuff to make the game actually last a bit longer and have a lot more things to do when you've completed the game. So yeah, let's just talk about the game now. So the Division 2 is set 7 months after the Black Friday virus of the Division 1, and switches from the Big Apple to Washington DC. Personally, I think it looks like a better setting, as from what we've seen, it's more bright and colourful than the first game, and gets rid of all the white and grey that filled up most of your screen, and fills it with some bright greens and things like that. Your job playing as a Division agent will be to restore order, much like in the Division 1, as the capital breaks down, and you'll be fighting multiple unknown factions. The one we do know are called the True Sons, which is a stupid name for a gang, but who knows. So the game's map is about 20% bigger than the first game, and as we all know, size does matter. But even though I loved the first game, it really had some very similar looking streets and buildings. But with this game, expect more variety and detail, with some rural scenes of the surrounding woods and residential areas instead of tall grey skyscrapers looming over you, as they're doing like a 1-to-1 representation of Washington, allegedly. I wouldn't say to expect your house in there if you live there, but I would expect to have more variety in the building types, no buildings copied and pasted like some games might do to try and fill up the area. And from what we've seen from the gameplay, it also looks very like good looking. It looks a bit like Anthem. From the start we see like they're inside some sort of indoor garden thing, and it's really overgrown and cool and jungle-esque, and it looks really nice. So yeah, let's hope we have more of that overgrown stuff, considering it's been 7 months since any grass has been cut probably. I don't know, if you're in the end of the world, do you really need to cut your grass? Who knows? In what we also saw from the gameplay trailer, we saw agents fighting an enemy faction around Air Force One, which is the presidential plane, with new gameplay elements like flying drones, which they practically borrowed from Ghost Recon Wildlands, as well as the use of 50 cal snipers, explosive crossbows, and even a nade launcher just to add that explosive effect in there. So it looks like we're getting more variety in gadgets from the first game, which was like, it felt that there wasn't really enough in the first game. There was only really the seeker mines and the turrets that were fun things to throw down. So yeah, we'll probably still get those, and also the healing stations that you could get, but also we're going to get a lot more stuff like I've said. One thing we don't know much about is a new undetailed mode called Settlements, which seems to be involving making a safe settlement for peeps around you've just found kind of thing. Kind of like how you had to upgrade the base of operations from 1, except you'll be able to choose where this base of operations is, and you'll just kind of attract people to your place and try and look after them. Kind of like in, I don't know, maybe the best comparison is Fallout 4, trying to keep your people fed and things like that, is probably what it's going to be like, but we don't know yet. Also, you can call in civilians from your base to come and help you in fights, which will probably end up meaning you're cowering behind a piece of cover while everyone is being gunned down and dying around you, which is what I'll do. As I said at the start, Ubi have also said they're listening to people by adding more variety in what you can do at the end of the game. As in, from 1 you couldn't do much really. I found just replaying the missions got boring pretty quickly, so they are adding a lot more stuff that they had from 1 and the updates that worked, and bringing that over to the Division 2. So it comes out on the 15th of March next year, which seems to be a heavy time for some heavy hitting games. There will be a beta before that as well, so you can sign up or get it by pre-ordering the game, which is more likely, because I've signed up to play the beta, but it's you just get picked at random. It's not, you're not going to definitely get in is what I'm trying to say. Also, this beta doesn't have a confirmed date, so we'll have to find out when that happens pretty soon. Also, it's going to be troubling times, because they're going to be battling with the games like Destiny 2, which is, with the Forsaken DLC out now, honestly it'll probably be dead by the time this game comes out, but also Anthem, which is kind of like EA's version of the Destiny, the Division formula. So yeah, that's coming out pretty much the same time, so these are going to be worrying games. Who knows if this is going to come out on top? I'd say probably not, but I don't know. The Division 2 I will probably play it. I enjoyed the first game, but also Anthem does look really good, so we'll have to see which one people want to pour their time into. One's made by BioWare. I really like BioWare games, but with the same, I really like the Ubisoft Tom Clancy games like Rainbow Six, Wildlands and The Division, so who knows, we'll just see. So thank you for watching, please go like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.